Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates.
In what is being called a big revelation, Indian Test captain Virat Kohli today opened up on the entire process of Rohit Sharma being named as the Indian cricket team's new ODI captain. Speaking to the media at a virtual press conference, he revealed that he was informed that he won't be the ODI captain anymore just 1.5 hours before the Test squad for South Africa series was announced. He also said that there was no prior communication from the BCCI. This comes only days after the current BCCI president, Saurav Ganguly, said that he had personally spoken to Kohli about naming Rohit Sharma as the new ODI captain. Ganguly had also mentioned that Kohli was asked not to step down from the captaincy of T20s, but Kohli contradicted this by saying that his decision was received well by the Indian Cricket Board. To discuss all these developments that have happened in the realm of cricket in India, we will now be speaking to Afzal Jiwani, who is sub-editor at ESPNCricinfo Hindi. Hi Afzal, thank you so much for joining us. Now, the first question I have for you is, as a cricket buff, as somebody who's loved and followed and worked in the realm of cricket for so long, how did you see this entire development? What was your reaction to it?
So first of all, my reaction was that I was very confused with the developments that happened, because earlier the BCCI president came out and said that he had personally requested Virat Kohli to not step down as a T20I captain. Then he told that we asked him to reconsider his decision as well. And then we found out today that Virat Kohli has cleared all the rumors and he has just contradicted his statement by saying that he was never asked to reconsider the decision of stepping down from the T20I captaincy. We also saw that Virat Kohli told us that he had given a choice to the BCCI top brass by saying that he would like to continue in tests and ODIs, but and the later he gave them a choice. If they feel like dropping him from the captaincy in the other two formats, they were free to do it. And then after October, when he stepped down from the T20I captaincy till 8th December, he told that there was no communication between him and the BCCI regarding the captaincy. Then I don't understand that why all of a sudden the BCCI wanted him out of the ODI captaincy. They wanted to instate a new captain. They could have done this in October when Kohli was stepping down from the T20I captaincy. Why did they let him continue in the next 2 months? And then why did they sack him in this manner? This is not nice for any cricketer, for any team, be it the Indian national cricket team, be it any other team. This is not right. You cannot sack a captain like this. And I completely disagree with what all has happened in the past few days in Indian cricket.
So, Afzal, do you also think that, I mean, by your terms, it's something that should not happen to the captain of the Indian cricket team, right? Do you think that this is also something that Virat Kohli is like trying to save his face, trying to save embarrassment that's coming along his way?
No, I don't think so. See, first of all, being the captain of the Indian cricket team, the richest board in cricket right now, being a captain is a very big responsibility, and it is a privilege in being appointed as the captain. Even if you are being appointed as a temporary captain, if you are being asked to lead the team in a particular series, or as a replacement for your main captain, it is a very big privilege. So first of all, being given that responsibility is a very big thing, and nobody is special. Even the captain can be sacked. Similarly, even the 15th most player, the last most player who was selected in the team, can be sacked anytime from their position. But sacking in this manner is not right, according to me. And I don't think so that Virat Kohli has saved his face. I think that, see, there are always two sides to a coin. So we have heard the story from the board and the top brass of the BCCI. Now everybody wanted a comment from Virat Kohli, because there were speculations that he might skip the ODI leg. There were speculations that he has particularly asked for rest during that series, and everybody wanted to know what were his thoughts on the entire process of him being sacked as the ODI skipper. So I believe that it is not him saving his face. It is just he's putting facts from his side onto the table, and he's just telling us the story from his point of view and from his perspective.
Right, right. So, Afzal, for somebody like me, I felt it was quite surprising to hear this from him on a press conference organized by the BCCI. I mean, how do you see this, and also the relationship between the board and Virat Kohli now?
So, see, him stating this on a press conference by the BCCI, it is because the journalists and everybody from the media wanted his thoughts. And that was the only platform where they could access him, where we could access him right now, because the team will be leaving for South Africa, and then there'll be another press conference that will be scheduled just before the series starts. So this was the only opportunity in the recent most time to get his view on it and to ask him all the relevant questions that not just the media but the common people, the followers of Indian cricket and the followers of cricket in general wanted to ask. So we were just
Hmm.
carrying their questions and we were just asking those relevant things that everybody wanted to know. We just wanted to
Hmm.
put out his perspective and his thoughts on how this entire fiasco has gone. And we just wanted him to speak his mind, because there were speculations, there were rumors flowing everywhere. So we just wanted his clarity and his thoughts. So that was one thing that I feel, that in spite of him being asked all these questions or him answering
Hmm.
all of this in a press conference organized by BCCI, there was no other means to contact him. And this was the best
Hmm.
possible way that everybody could reach out to him.
Right, right. And then how do you see the relationship after this contradiction that has presented itself? How do you see the relationship between him and the BCCI now?
So what I feel is that there is certain, the relationship is actually not going well. If you see that someone is being sacked as the captain of the Indian national cricket team, so it is not something that
Hmm.
happens rare, not something that happens regularly. It is a very rare occasion that it has happened in the past few years. If you see, the last time a player was sacked from the captaincy was maybe Saurav Ganguly himself when he was
Yeah,
asked
yeah,
to step down. So
yeah.
that too, that happened in the late 2000s, if I'm not wrong. So now,
Hmm.
after 10, 12 years, the same thing repeating itself and Saurav Ganguly being at the helm of the affairs. So it is something which is very surprising. And what I feel is that there are tensions between the player and the board, but the player is showing his professionalism. And he clearly mentioned when he was asked how will his relationship be with the new captain Rohit Sharma and the coach, he said that they have my full support, and I am always dedicated to give my best and contribute in the team's success. So that is something that we can see that the player is very professional, and we know his thoughts that even though his relationship is affected with the board, he does not want matters off the field to affect what happens on the field of cricket.
Correct, right. And it's also funny because in the morning when this whole thing blasted off, when Kohli's comments became widely published in the media, BCCI actually put out this tweet where Kohli could be seen expressing his support to Rahul, to Rohit Sharma, right? So, what do you think about this? Do you think that BCCI is also trying to calm things down, control the narrative a bit here, and not try to publicize the internal disputes that may be arising now?
Yeah, because you need to do that, right? Because if there's a matter with a single player and the board, you don't want the entire team to suffer from it. Because we are going on a very big tour. And as Virat Kohli himself mentioned, that he is expecting that something special will happen on this tour. We haven't won a series in South Africa. So this is the time that the team is in a very good shape. We have good match winners. So he feels that this team can do something, and maybe this team can accomplish the feat of winning a test series in South Africa. So the BCCI itself does not want that their friction with Virat Kohli should affect the entire team and the team's performance, because you want the team to go to South Africa with a single goal of winning the matches that they play. You don't want them to be embroiled in another controversy, and you don't want them to be bombarded with questions that that are related to this matter.
Right, right. So, just coming now to the last two questions, Afzal, can you also comment on what do you think about Kohli and also the team's performances pre and post Kohli stepping down as the T20 and the ODI captain?
So when he was sacked from the ODI captaincy, so the team hasn't played any ODIs in the last 2 3 months since he stepped down from the T20I captaincy as well. He wasn't part of the team, hasn't played any ODIs, and he hasn't played any cricket. in general. He was just part of the test series, and he just played the second test when he came back in Mumbai. So what I feel is that the team is in a very good shape. We have good match winners in the team. It's just that there has been a change in the coaching staff as well. You have a new coach, you have a relatively new coaching setup, and you have reinstated a new captain. So what I feel is that we should give this team a relatively fair run. We should give all these players at least 6 to 7 games to show that they can do the job in different conditions, because they have played 3 matches in India. Now they'll be going to South Africa where they don't have the T20s, but they have ODI cricket. So we should give this team a time, we should give them appropriate time so that they can go ahead and they can perform, and they can show that this coaching setup, this team management, along with the leadership group, can work in unison, and can this will result in good performances on the field.
Right. And just lastly, how do you see all of this then panning out now? Do you think that Kohli might also be removed as the test captain?
No, I don't think so. There's absolutely no question of Kohli being removed from the test captaincy, because under him, he is India's most successful test skipper. And he has come out and he has openly expressed his love for test cricket. He has said that he loves test cricket, and every time there have been questions asked about limiting the number of test matches, or introducing 4-day tests, he has always stated that test cricket is his priority, and he wants to play 5-day tests, and he is not in support of 4-day tests. So he has clearly mentioned that he loves test cricket, and he's pretty much motivated to do well for the team as a player and as a skipper. And we have seen the resurgence of Indian test team on away tours as well. We were a dominant force in India in our home conditions, but we always had trouble in winning series. We used to win a single game or 2 games here and there, but we always had a problem of winning big series in SENA countries, especially when you consider South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia. We have won 2 consecutive test series in Australia. We are on the verge of winning a test series in England. We are currently leading 2-1, and there's a game which will be played later in 2022. So what I feel is that this team is in very good hands, and Kohli as a test skipper, there is no doubt, there is no question of him being removed from the test captaincy, and even the officials know it, and hence they haven't sacked him. What I feel is that the reason for Kohli being sacked from the ODI captaincy is that under him the team failed to win an ICC tournament, because we always entered semi-finals, or in the T20 World Cup we failed to qualify. But apart from that, we made the finals of the Champions Trophy in 2017. We were in the semi-finals of the 2019 ODI World Cup, but the team failed to cross that finishing line, and that is the only reason why I feel that he has been stripped of his captaincy in the ODI format. But in Test cricket, he is the skipper, and he will remain the skipper of the Indian team.
That's great. That's great. That's good to hear, and we hope that actually remains the case. Thank you so much for joining us, Afzal. This was a very enlightening conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.